Welcome everyone to my newest Let's Play, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, released for the Super Nintendo in April 1992. I'll be playing though on the Wii Virtual Console. So, I remember when this game came out, I turned 12 a month later in May, and my mom was like, what do you want? And it was either this game or Dragon Warrior 3. I wanted either of them, and my mom ended up getting me this one, so I ended up getting Dragon Warrior 3 later on, but both of those games, good games, and I will be doing a Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 3 later. But for now, let's dive into the story of The Legend of Zelda here. So, after this top screen, I'm going to get a little crawl. So, long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land that's all-powerful and all-knowing. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land. You have knights fighting monsters there, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. Oh, here comes a big but. But, when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, nice little Mode 7 graphics there. A mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. There he is. He sees a skeleton there on his throne. And there's the evil wizard there. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. Here he is doing that right there to this maiden. Where's he making her disappear to? We'll find that out later. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. She was the lady in the cell there when the wizard was introduced. So, alrighty, that's our little intro here. We're going to press start here then once this screen comes up. And our hero is going to be named Felfel. Like my other Let's Plays, I am basing the hero, naming the hero off one of the deceased pets from Marty Mouse House Minions. It's just a way for me to, you know, do a little tribute to them. So there's my little test run there, Felfel. There'll be some cuts to that in some of the future episodes where I show off some little tricks and stuff, but so we get to enter our name up to 6 characters, and let's select that file. Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard, Aghanim, has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. And there we are, sleeping in our bed. Felfel, I'm going out. That turns out that is our uncle, and apparently he heard the call too. So you have this treasure chest here. If we pick it up, we get our first item, the lamp. And we're going to need that lamp. But I tried to use it there, but you can't use it until we have magical power. Magic power is that little bar on the left. So, what are you doing up this late, kid? You can stay up when you get older. I see you brought a map so you don't get lost. Press the X button, and we press it again, and we get to zoom out. The X, how much, you look strong for a kid, how much can you lift? Press the A button. I bet you can't wait until you're old enough to use a sword. The mark on your map must be your destination, I was going to say that. You can often find valuables in chests. We already know that. Us soldiers have been around, kid. You can learn a lot from us. We already know that. So all these soldiers are blocking off all the exits to the screen, Felfel's house. I'll give 100 rupees to the man who defines the descendants of the wise men. If we pick up a sign and pick up anything and we throw it into the water, sometimes a fish jumps out. Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep. Nice little rain there. If we try to leave the castle from the other side here, we have more guards. And they just basically tell us stuff that we could have learned in the instruction manual. But a lot of people don't like to read. So, the game adds like a little tutorial here, so. We're railroaded into going this way. If you don't know what to do, eventually Zelda's going to telepathically communicate us again. So we're totally pretty strong for a kid, but we're not strong enough to lift rocks. Now this thing is, rocks, it doesn't matter their size, but their color, so. Help me, I'm in the dungeon of the castle. I know there is a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden inside. So we just follow this path. But yeah, getting back to the rocks, we have lifting power 1 right now, we can lift bushes and signs. Lifting power 2, we can lift gray rocks. Lifting power 3, we can lift black rocks. Once again, size doesn't matter. Felfel, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus the power on the blade, then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Felfel, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... And then we hold down the B button there, and when it's fully charged, you'll see a little glow at the tip of the sword. And then we release it, and we swing the sword around a 360-degree arc. If we didn't pick up the lantern in our house, the lantern will be there. The lantern is a necessary item. So there's 3 opportunities to get the lantern. The third one will be in Zelda's cell, but we're gonna have to find Zelda. She's in the castle here somewhere, so this tree, we can't do anything with it now, but later on in the game, that tree is going to be a money tree. So we have the green guards. They're the weakest of the guards. They take 2 hits with our sword. If you use a charge attack, it basically doubles your attack power, so hit it with a charge attack, and you basically deal 2 strikes. So the soldiers with the swords, they will charge at you when they see you. There's other green soldiers there with like little knives. They just walk back and forth. They will not charge at you. Blue soldiers are a little bit stronger than the green soldiers. They'll take 3 hits. And then we also have red soldiers. They take 4 hits and they have spears. So if we head this way, we're gonna get to talk to another guard. After Aghanim took over, everyone began to act strangely. I suppose it's only a matter of time before I'm affected too. It's kind of sad. He kind of knows something bad's going to happen, but I guess duty compels him to stay. We have this little thing blocking off here. We can't walk through it. We can't get through those doors. If we hit it enough times, like I said, we'll take some damage there. Our life is represented by those heart meters up there in the upper right. You can refill your hearts at fairies with potions, and sometimes enemies will drop hearts, or we can find hearts in little pots. So here's those soldiers with the knives. They're in green armor, so they take 2 hits. You can pick up pots right now at strength level 1. And throwing a pot deals basically equivalent damage to 3 sword strikes. So we can use throw pots at blue guards to take them out in 1 hit. So yeah, we get a map. Like the map, outside map, pressing the X button will bring up the map. Rooms that are dark blue are rooms that we haven't been in yet, and the ones that are lighter blue are the ones that we've been in. So we can keep track of where we've been. So, unlike some previous Zelda games, this actually has levels to it. So you can see we're on a higher level there, and we jump down. And sometimes there's levels where there's no floor, and you can knock enemies into them. But be careful, because enemies can also knock you into them. If you fall down, you'll take half-hearted damage, and you restart at the beginning of the room. So, I'm gonna be careful, but while we're weak right now here, we can use the terrain to our advantage. We took care of those blue guards really easily. And here we have an interesting room. We're locked in it. It teaches you that sometimes if you're locked in a room, you'll have to defeat all the enemies in the room before you can progress. So we open this chest here, and we get a boomerang. Boomerang is useful for picking up items out of reach, and it can also be used to stun enemies. There are also some weaker enemies that can actually be defeated by the boomerang. And you can actually damage a few bosses with the boomerang. I'll point that out when we get to it. So here we're in the jail. And we want to pick up some of these pots here. Now we can use these pots. It only takes 2 of them to take out this like mini boss, this Mace Knight. But I'll show you. You don't have to use the pots. You can try to trap him in the corner, and he'll swing his mace around and take a hit or 2, and then run away from him. And we get the big key. And this is the 3rd chest we can get the lantern from. Thank you, Felfel. I had a feeling you were getting close. Felfel, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? If we say no, she'll just repeat everything that she just said, so. Now she mentioned there's a hidden passageway that she knows about up on the 1st floor, so we gotta head there. This is where you need the lantern. You want to get to a point up in the throne room where there's a bookshelf, and if you don't have the lantern, you ain't able to push it to the side to reveal the secret escape passage from the castle. So yeah, the game gives you all those 3 chances for the lantern because it's necessary to progress. So the Zelda's here gonna follow us around. Luckily she can't take damage, so you don't necessarily have to protect her. You still gotta basically just protect yourself, so. Use the boomerang to knock that guy out. Boomerang can stun the guards. You figure it would just bounce off their thick armor, but I guess they don't really have good armor. So, let's head over here. I'm just gonna be filling out all the maps in the game, so we could have went back the other way that we came from, but I'll be filling out all the maps, going for 100% completion, so. Let's run over here, and now Zelda's gonna give us a little info here. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. So let's head up into the thing, and I guess in the meantime we can tell Zelda that, yeah, her fears about her father are confirmed because, yeah, he's dead. So now we can swipe those curtains. That'll be useful for later on. But here she reminds us we need the lamp to go inside because it's dark inside. And we're gonna see a little bit of the darkness effect in this game. So as you can see, we filled out our entire map. And here we have dark. We can only see a little bit like the glow of the lantern, so. But there's 4 levels of darkness. There's pure black, where you can only see with a lantern. And then each time you light these torches up, if you light all 3, you get to pure light. So you have pure darkness, 1 torch lit, 2 torches lit, and then full light at 3 torches. So we got snakes. We could have killed those rats, but rats are, you know what, bring all the people at Marty Mouse House together. So we're not going to be fighting all the rats. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stab one of the rats later on, but it's necessary. But all the other rats are going to be nice and just avoid them. So, snakes, though, we don't like snakes. Snakes are yucky. So, sorry to all you snake lovers out there. So, but there's bats there. Those can be defeated by the boomerang. They actually take damage from the boomerang. So, let's light the torch and see what's going on here a little bit. A little bit better. And we have those little green jars. They gave us some magic power there. You see our magic meter is filling up there on the left. There's also large magic decanters, and they fill up your magic totally. So, just avoid all those rats. They're just chilling and having fun. You know, probably sniffing out yogis or something. Treats. So, we'll stay in the water so that the rats and the sword can't get to us. Pick up the pots though to get some treasure. Sometimes you'll find hearts and rubies under the pots. And like Zelda said, once we pass through these swords, we'll be very close to the sanctuary. So here's the first rat. We just head over to the left here, and we have to defeat this rat. They only take 1 hit with our sword, and we need to defeat him to get the key to get us out of this locked door and out of the swords. So once we're out of the swords, we're back into a light area. So now that wall on the left there is has like a weird symbol on it. that means it's a weakened wall and can be cracked. So there's a hidden room beyond that. But we don't have the item necessary to crack that wall yet. There's 2 items that we can use to crack the wall. The boots or bombs, so. Now you can only use the boots to crack walls that look like a circle with a peace sign in it. Other cracked walls you'll need the bombs to. Now Zelda said, pull the switch. How do you know what switch to pull? Well, Zelda will tell you how to pull a switch when we go to the right switch. So we just hit the A button and hold it. What happens if we pull the wrong switch? We pulled the wrong switch. Oh, as soon as we can get it, we just wait for that rat to get out of the way. We pull it, and a bunch of snakes come down. It's a little trap, so. But we're not gonna bother finding any of them. We're gonna sneak right through here. And hey, we're at the sanctuary. Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this you doing, Felfel? Yes, it was Felfel who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once you have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open. Felfel, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the wise men, evil will overflow the land. Defeat the wizard before he does. Oops, I sense a mighty evil force guides the wizard and augments his power. The only weapon opponent enough to defeat the wizard is a legendary massive sword. It is said that a descendant of one of the wise men lives in the village. I will mark his house on your map. Be careful, the council soldiers are looking for you. Felfel, be careful out there. I know you can save Hyrule. Meet the elder of the village and get the master sword. So we get a heart container there. And we can have up to 20 hearts in this game. But this is where we're going to end up, and we'll meet back here next time. Take care, have a good day. Bye!